Hey guys, Coach Jeff here today. I'm going to be bringing you guys through the ring muscle up. Alright, so when you're doing the ring muscle up, first thing you're going to have to get those rings to the right height. So I have mine set up right behind me here. It's going to be at a height that when I hang, my feet aren't going to touch the ground. Alright, so even if I point my toes, there's no feet touching the ground there. That way when I swing, I'm not going to be shorter. I'm not going to risk hitting my feet on the ground. Alright, so once you have it in the proper height, it's really similar to kind of the bar muscle up, only now the rings are unstable in your hands. So you need to be able to control your swing fairly well. And most of the time where I see people have problems with this is when they're turning over, they pull too early and they get to right here. Okay, it's really hard to do a ring muscle up and get through from this position. So you got to think more about pulling towards your belly button, and then think about the second hip opening where your feet come up and shoot back down. I'll do a couple and then I'll explain a couple more things. All right, that's what the ring muscle up looks like. All right, so once I get up there, what I start thinking about so I can link multiple together is I push myself back and away. Now there's two ways of doing it. That's one way. I'll demonstrate another way in a second, but basically when you're coming down from the rings, you know, your body weight is coming onto your shoulders, so it's hard on your shoulders. So if you have problems with your shoulders being tight or just have shoulder problems period, muscle ups might not be the best thing for you first. Secondly, you're gonna wanna descend the bottom of your dip and then go back instead of doing it like I do. The reason I do it my way and just let myself come back into my next rep is because I'm creating momentum by letting my body fall like that, and then I'm getting a stronger second swing. Now, common things I see go wrong when people get up there, I'll demonstrate this too in a second when I show you the other one, but everyone leaves their head forward when they're trying to swing back and forth, and then they don't actually get a good kip moving, okay? And then a lot of times when people go to transition, they'll leave their feet out in front of them like this, trying to get their shoulders over the rings. Problem with that, if your knees and legs are in your way, you're not gonna make it over, all right? So I'll do a couple more and then I'll kind of talk about it. First rep, I'll kind of descend and show you what that's like, and then I'll show you kind of somewhere with the second rep where people go wrong in their kip, all right? So then I'm gonna come down. All right, and then that second rep is everyone wants to leave their head here, and then they try to pull, or they leave their head here, and they don't actually, and then your shoulders are sitting retracted forward, okay? You need to be coming forward with your head and then back to get an efficient swing moving, all right? When it comes to your feet, everything should be nice and tight together like every other gymnastic movement that we do. If your feet are flailing off, you're not gonna use the momentum properly, you're not gonna be efficient with it, all right? When you watch me, my feet are together the entire time, and then I descend down and I keep everything nice and organized, all right? So that's the ring muscle up. If you guys have questions, fairly difficult movement. It does take a lot of practice to get them. If you need help and want kind of a more structured progression to get there, talk to a coach. Thanks for your time, guys.